Guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be reading chapter 1 of Five Nights at Freddy's Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breeder Wrisley. Sorry if I got that wrong. But anyway, I've been waiting for this book for 2 weeks. I actually got the Twisted ones and the Freddy Files, but I'm going to read the Twisted ones when I finish this book. And then I'm going to read, and then if I get my own laptop or I'm able to record Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm going to use the Freddy Files. And then after I do some recording about Five Nights at Freddy's, I'll then show you Freddy Files. Okay? So don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story. Let's get into it. Okay. Silver Eyes. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay. Chapter 1. He sees me. Charlie dropped to her hands and knees. She was wedged behind a row of arcade games, cramped in crawl space between the consoles and the wall, tangled electrical cords and useless plugs strewn beneath her. She was concerned the only way out was past the thing. She wasn't fast enough to make it. She could see him stalking back and forth, catching flickers of movement through the gaps between the games. That was scarcely, I can't pronounce it. It's spelled Scarcely. I don't know how to pronounce it. So, yeah, let's just continue with the story. Enough room to move. But she tried to crawl backward. Her foot got caught on a cord. Her foot caught on a cord. She stopped. She stopped, controlling herself to carefully dislodge it. She heard the clash of metal on metal. The farthest console rocked back against the wall. He hit it again, shattering the display, and then attacked the next, crashing against them, almost rhythmically. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just saying, guys, because I'm 8, I'm probably not gonna know how to pronounce a lot of these. Okay. Tearing through the machinery, coming closer. I have to get out. I have to. The panicked thought was of no help. There was no way out. Her arm ached, and she wanted to sob aloud. Blood soaked through the tattered bandage, and it seemed as that she could feel it draining out of her. The console, a few feet away, crashed against the wall, and Charlie flinched. He was getting closer. She could hear the grinding of gears and the clicking of servos ever louder. Eyes closed, she could still see the way he looked at her. See the matted fur and the exposed metal beneath this synthetic flesh. Suddenly, the console in front of her was wrenched away, toppled over, thrown down like a toy. The power cords beneath her hands and knees were yanked away, and Charlie slipped, almost falling. She caught herself and looked up just in time to see the downward swing of a hook. Welcome to Hurricane Utah, if that's how you pronounce it. Charlie smiled wryly at the sign and kept driving. The world didn't look any different from one side of the sign to the other. But she felt nervous. Anticipation, I think, as she passed it. She didn't recognize anything. Then again, she hadn't really expected to. Not this far to the edge of town, at the edge of town. By the way, guys, I forgot to announce, but spoilers, okay? I'm sorry. I just thought of saying it, okay? I'm sorry. Where it was all highway and empty space. She wondered. Hold on. Yeah. She wondered what the others would look like. Who they were now. 10 years ago. They'd been best friends. And then it happened. And everything ended, at least for Charlie. He hadn't seen any of them since she was 7 years old. They had ridden all the time as kids, especially Ma, who wrote like she talked. Fast and incoherent, I think. But as they got older, they had grown apart. The letters and grown fewer and further. And the conversations leading up to this trip had been perfunctory and full of awkward pauses. Charlie repeated their names, as through Reisha that she still remembered them. Mara, Jessica, Lama, Carlton, John, and Michael. Michael was the reason for this trip. After all, it was 10 years since he died. 10 years since it happened, and now his parents wanted them all together for decidation ceremony. They wanted all his old friends there when they announced the scholarship. They were creating in his name. Charlie knew it was a good thing to do, but the gathering still felt slightly macabre, if that's how you pronounce it. She shivered and turned down the air conditioning, even though she knew it was not cold. As she drove into the town center, Charlie began to recognize things. A few stores and a movie theater, which was advertising the summer's blockbuster hit. She felt a brief moment of surprise then she smiled at herself. What did you expect? That whole place would be unchanged? A monument to the moment of your departure, I think, frozen forever in July 1985. Well, hold on. I've got to see how much, oh my, hold on. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop it here only because, it's 26 pages away, chapter 2. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and subscribe and turn on notifications for more. And let's see if we can hit 10 likes on this video, okay? And next video, I'll read up to page 7, and I'll keep on reading 3 pages up. How about that? Okay? Well, anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.